I don't think I ever told the story about this bird. So on the first day, when I was hanging out with Tarek, we had both grabbed some parrots, and my parrot was kind of, let's just say, not smart.
Your birds,
And decided to swim around in circles and circles in the water. And so I thought it was gone because I basically left it there. It's like several hundred blocks to the north. Come to find out, like weeks later, I'm getting stuff in my storage room, and somehow it just phased through the wall and ended up in here. And so I sat him down. It's really strange. Crazy ghost bird. But anyways, welcome back to channel 64. And today I'm going to be getting some hops. We're going to be going frog hunting. So why do we need frogs? Well, of course, we need frogs for frog lights. And I'm going to be building a frog light farm on the nether roof as well. So I'm going to go ahead and fly out to our local mangrove swamp and see if we can grab some frogs so that we can breed them up. Then the tricky part's going to be getting frogs in each of the biomes, or the temperate biomes, carting those through to the nether, and getting them into the farm. It's extremely complicated. So I've been breeding up frogs in our mangrove swamp over here and trying to get some more tadpoles. We already have a few, but I'm going to probably need more if we want to have, I'm thinking maybe 4 of each. Thankfully, though, every time they do breed, we end up with 3 to 5. The last few, though, have only been 3. So we need to get about double that. So let's let these guys figure out where they're going. So anyways, let's discuss a little bit more about the plan on how I'm going to make this process of a frog farm much easier. So one thing I thought about, and seems to be the way that everybody else is doing it, is they breed the frogs in different biomes and they drag them around the nether to get to the farm, or to your frog light farm. Well, that's too difficult. I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to do is actually find a chunk that has all 3 biomes. All 3 biomes in one chunk, you say? That sounds impossible. Well, actually, no, because 1.18 introduced 3-dimensional biomes. So now not only do you have biomes in the X and Z coordinates, but you also have it in the Y. So it is possible to get a setup where you have a warm, tropical... Look at this thing. What's going on? I'm sorry, we got this derailed here a little bit. What is going on here? I don't know what I'm seeing. All right, anyways. I can't be distracted. We need to collect some more of these. I'm sorry. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the drifting frog. It is possible to get a biome set up where you have a warm biome up top, so like a jungle or savanna, desert, perhaps. Um, Below that, you would have your lush or dripstone caves, which would be the medium temperatured biomes. And then, of course, now with 119, we have the deep dark, which is a cold biome. So if you find a setup where you have deep dark at the bottom, lush cave or dripstone cave, and then a warm biome on top, you can have all 3 frogs in one chunk. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to breed up a few more tadpoles, and we'll go to my build location to set this up. So this is the frog farm setup that I put together, just obviously really quickly, to get the 3 different types of frogs now that we have our tadpoles from the mangrove swamp right near no water. So the way this is going to work is frogs are different colors depending on the temperature of the biome that they grow up in. So this setup right here, on the top we have a savanna, which is going to be the warm biome. And then I went ahead and dug straight down. So we have this drop hole, which takes us to a dripstone cave. The dripstone cave is a temperate biome. And so we have some of our tadpoles growing up there. And then at the very bottom, we have the deep dark, which is going to be the cold biome. So this is going to allow us to get the 3 different types of frogs. Now, my hope is that once these frogs grow up, they should naturally pathfind over to this bubble vader right here. And, well, I mean, if they don't, I could probably drag them over there. But that is the hope. So once they do hit this bubble vader, that'll shoot them off to the top holding area. And I believe that frogs, even though they can jump 8 high, they can't jump out of water because they're going to be swimming in water. So that's why we're storing them down here in water. And so they should just kind of, plop down right here and hopefully won't be able to jump out. But I'm going to be closely monitoring them. And then what I'm probably going to end up having to do is I will end up taking out the water on one of these sides here to basically force them into a corner, and then hopefully take mine carts and be able to take them up to the portal that we have over there. And this, of course, is going to lead very near the frog light farm that we're going to be building. So I need to get those frogs ready to go. Now that I thought about it, I probably should have built the beginning of the frog light farm first. But I think what we can do is just tie them up once we get into the nether anyways, and then they can just kind of hang out there for a little bit. So that's the plan. So let's just wait for these guys to grow up. Let's see how our tempered frogs are doing. Still not hatched yet. Okay, they should be hatching very soon. Let's make sure they haven't escaped. Yes, as I thought. See, they're swimming, but they're not jumping. So that's good. Alright, this guy's kind of being annoying. Alright, fine. Get. There we go. Nope. Alright. So that's good. Now, we should just be able to check on these guys. Oh, we got him. Actually, we got 2. It looks like 1 already went up. Do a swatch. They should naturally go towards the water. These might take a little bit of coaxing because... But as you see, they will eventually go into the water column. Come on. One of your friends has already gone up there. Okay. Almost there. A little nudge. Come on. Almost there. You want to, you're just too dumb. And up they go. Alright, so we got 4 of the 2 biomes. I just need to get some more in here. And they shouldn't be able to jump out. So we'll just... a few more guys down here. And do a little bit more waiting. So I went ahead and got the base of our farm down here all built. So this is basically the same magma cube, magma cream farm that I build quite often. Previous designs were really meant for just the magma cream, but we are adapting it by putting some frogs inside. So I built a platform up here where we're going to lead the frogs and then get them onto this. Normally, this would have the soul sand with some wither roses to kill the magma cubes, but since we don't want to kill the frogs as well, we just have half slabs. And then this wall is 8 high, which that should be too tall for the frogs to jump out. And then what we're going to do is actually place in some powdered snow along here. I'm going to do that once I have all the frogs in there. The powdered snow should hopefully not kill the frogs, because if they do jump into it, they will sink out of it before they take any freezing damage. So it should be relatively safe, but the larger magma cubes are going to be tall enough to hit it. And then once they get down to the smallest size, they'll be about a half block tall. They'll be too short to actually take any more damage. So that's the plan. Got a pillar here, or a fence post here, and a fence post down by the portal. It's time to lead the frogs out. Now, originally, I had thought about using mine carts. I think that's going to be overcomplicating things. So, using their pathfinding, I am hoping that if I knock a hole in the wall, that they'll pathfind to the portal by themselves. So as you see, we've got all of our frogs all ready to go, just kind of jumping around. So what I did is I built a kind of little tunnel. So we'll go through here. And I believe if we knock this down and bring it down to the water level, that should be enough for them to want to come in. Come on in, folks. See? Look at that. Look at that. Frog army, all ready to go. All super compliant. Come on, you guys. Let's head on this way. I think they're still coming. Is that everybody? Everybody out of the pool? All good. Alright. Now the fun part about wrangling frogs on the other side. Come on, gang. Let's go. So silly. Come on. Come on, up the stairs. Alright, now if I break through the wall. Pull everybody through. And everyone's in. Nice. Lock that off for a sec. And lead. Alright, cool. We'll be back for you guys a little bit later. So basically, the farm works by luring all of the magma cubes. They spawn up here, and then they end up getting lured by the golems into the center pit, which then they fall down into these powdered snow blocks. They take damage. Then once it gets down to the smallest magma cube, they are small enough to fit between this half block gap between powdered snow, so they don't take damage anymore. So basically, it's up to the frogs to eat them and then spit out the frog lights. So as you see, you know, the magic is happening. And already I'm assuming we have a ton of frog lights. I kind of wish it dropped more magma cream. I mean, look, we've already got quite a bit in the frog light department. Not so much in the magma cream. I guess it's fine. I mean, honestly, like building these farms in the past, I've gotten too much magma cream. I just kind of wish it was more 50-50, like some magma cream, some frog lights, because I have a feeling we're going to have way too many frog lights and not enough magma cream. Okay, so I had to make some modifications to the farm. As you can see, most of the farm now is dedicated to the collection of magma cream and not frog lights. I've actually dropped the frog light farm down to 1/4 of the size that it used to be. And, well, the reason for that is, it is too good of a farm. And so now I have enough frog lights to last me pretty much forever. Yes, so I even increased the storage on the farm to add another, or 2 rows of double chests, and they are just all frog lights. So it was too much. So what I'm doing now is I have this, oh, and I need to actually take out that section right there. But I put this fence in place, and you may see this right here. This is the remainder of when I had it actually split down the middle. So originally I had tried dropping it down by quarters. So I added a quarter, to this of these whole sand and wither roses to try to generate more magma cream. Wasn't enough. Split it in half, still not enough. So now 3/4, and it is making enough magma cream, I think. I think it's a nice balance. Granted, I have more frog lights than I'll ever know what to do with, and that I think that the server will ever know what to do with. So we'll have to find some creative lighting uses for them. I kind of wish that they were a little less white and more of like actually colored lights. But, as you see, the magma cubes fall onto this side. They get damaged by the wither roses. Their items drop through the soul sand because it's not full block. If they end up falling down in here, then of course they take damage from the powdered snow. There is a small gap right here where the medium-sized ones will actually not take damage, but eventually they'll just hop into the snow because they have no pathfinding whatsoever. So there's this dumbly jump around. The frog, I don't know where that frog came from, but yeah, this is deep enough to where they shouldn't be able to hop out. And then, of course, if they end up, jumping onto this wall, our friend in iron here will just kind of shove them out of the way. And then, of course, these magma creams are from these small guys jumping at him. And then, of course, you know, dying. So, yeah, I think all of this down here is from about 2 nights of AFKing. So, I think a total of about 12 hours. And I've already taken out a full shulker 2 of each color. So, yeah, like I said, I have way more than I know what to do with. But thankfully, though, we were able to grab quite a bit of the magma cream and convert it into magma blocks. This will turn into our gold farm that we'll be building very, very soon. And then, of course, I decorated it with some with some more frog lights, because what else am I going to use them for? So yeah, that's the farm, and it's like I said, it's working too well. We've set up a pop-up shop in town, so let's go take a look at that real quick. And when I mean a really quick pop-up shop, this is what I'm talking about. Just a couple lights and some barrels. So we already made a diamond, so we're charging 1 diamond per stack, and looks like we've sold the stack of each. So nice, 3 diamonds. I do want to make a more proper shop in the future here. I'm not sure just dedicated to frog lights, but something else I did want to do as well is probably selling the frogs themselves. So we're going to actually have a service to deliver them to wherever, because they're not that really hard to move, and we already have a nice breeding setup. So I'll probably offer that. Yes, our radioactive frog poop. All right, well, let's go sleep so that all the monsters go. We really do need to light up. No water here. It's quite dark at night. Quite scary. All right, well, that's all the time we have for this episode. I hope you enjoyed all of the frog adventures we went on today with breeding, creating a wonderful farm, and seeing some really strange behavior in some of the mobs here. So I thank you guys all for your support. We're quickly approaching 500 subscribers, so I really look forward to that, and the additional community features I will be able to utilize to share what's going on the server and share what's going on with the channel. So tell your friends, like and subscribe if you're not already, and until next time, safe travels everyone.